Hello, everybody. Buddy Webb, Midland, Texas. Yesterday, the Law and Crime website released a story about Hailey Dunn and them releasing Sean Adkins for her murder, and so it was the best story that I've seen. A lot better than any local stories that I've seen, which seems to be just trying to cover up Hailey's murder. I've felt that for a long time. But anyway, you'd see the title says "Murder Charge Against Man Accused of Killing 13-year-old Girl Dismissed Amid Litany of Procedural and Investigatory Failures," dated yesterday by Jerry Lamb. I sent him an email telling him, giving him additional information. It said a 37-year-old man in Texas accused of killing his girlfriend's 13-year-old daughter in 2010 has been released from jail 2 years after arrest, with prosecutors listing a series of procedural investigatory missteps and claiming that further investigation is needed before they can take the case to trial. And obviously, because since he wasn't even there in Odessa when she was killed, or murdered. I posted this on my Facebook. That's on the left-hand side here. You can see that, and I copied and pasted some of that story in there. And it says the motion then goes on to provide a litany of errors and omissions that led prosecutors to drop the charges against Adkins. In light of those shortcomings, the state said it provided Adkins with a 16-page comprehensive Brady notice, which details potentially exculpatory I can't say that word, exculpatory, impeachment, and mitigating evidence in this case against him. A Brady notice, also referred to as Brady material or a Brady disclosure, refers to prosecutors being legally obligated to disclose evidence that is favorable to the accused and may harm the state's case. Obviously, the lots of people they didn't investigate. First, prosecutors said that during the decade-long investigation into Hailey's murder, hundreds of tips, leads, and potential alternate suspects were provided to law enforcement. While some of that information was investigated and clear, prosecutors said that many of the tips and leads were not properly vetted, investigated, or cleared, emphasizing that doing so is critical in a case such as this that relies exclusively on circumstantial evidence. This is the most informative. I wrote this. I said this is the most informative article that I've seen about this, but it still leaves out the fact that I had tweeted a Hailey Dunn video to the FBI the day before they advised to drop the charges on Sean, or that I had sent a fact-filled registered letters to Sean, the DA, DPS, FBI, and others, advising them that I had documented screenshots, recordings, emails, etc. around 10 people saying that Hailey was killed in Odessa with who, where, and how. Odessa is Ector County, so that means that Sean did not kill her in Scurry County. They released him because he didn't kill Hailey. They got it wrong, folks, and I don't even believe it was an accident. I believe it's on purpose, and they're just trying to cover up the murder of this little girl, and then blame Sean. Frame him. That's like, I went ahead and added a couple comments here. I'll close this. It said the Who Killed Hailey Dunn Facebook group, which I believe is ran by Hailey Dunn's dad, Clint Dunn, and his faithful PI, Erica Morse, recently posted that the reason Sean was released was because of my paranoid schizophrenic rantings. Okay, well, that was name smearing. It was a lie that was spread many years ago, been debunked, and just obviously because they're trying to use that old debunked lie that was to try to cover up other crimes and murders, to smear my name, all just because to discredit me and basically frame Sean. And you can see what was wrote there by that website. We have received information in our inbox that Sean Adkins was released because of the paranoid schizophrenic Buddy Wayne Webb. I haven't been diagnosed with that disease. I was cleared by mental health at the hospital. That's a lie that was made up by a dirty cop in Midland less than 48 hours after I was shot inside my home with burglar alarms going off and my phone lines cut cut, and it's proven that police were under my home. That's another story. And then, but it goes on, says that Buddy's rantings were the alleged reasonable doubt that made them think they couldn't win at trial. Okay, and what it was is me documenting them 10 people with recordings, screenshots, etc., and sharing that. And so I guess somehow that makes me crazy. The reason they're saying I'm crazy is because I said people in the attic. Then I've documented 50 plus other homeowners reported people in the attic. So you can see how non-crazy I am, right? And how much they want to silence me, and then, like I said, cover up these murders here using that. This was part of that video that I tweeted the FBI the day before they advised to release Sean, drop the charges. The name of the video was "Dope Deal Went Horribly Wrong." Okay. And I put bullet points. News West 9 reported that Sonia Renee Callahan had said the incident, which was the murder of Hailey Dunn, was all sparked from a dope deal that went horribly wrong, and that Hailey was held as collateral for a drug debt that the teen's family owed. Okay, and that can be Googled and looked up. News West 9 reported that 2012. But it's not Buddy said, News West 9 said. Buddy has proof. Drug rehab counselor Christy Ott said that Brett Bushman told her Hailey was killed over $135 of meth, and I've got a private message print screen from Christy Ott's proving that. Not Buddy said, Christy said. A lady told me on a recorded phone call that her friend witnessed the murder of Hailey. She said it wasn't for $135 of meth, but for $130 of meth. She named who was there when Hailey died. I kept her anonymous, but that part of that conversation, which was recorded, was put in a YouTube video and shared in the public. So it's not my word against her word. And News West 9 also reported that Billy Dunn, the mother of Hailey, had withdrawn $140 from the bank. I wondered why they reported the specific amount, which sounds like it would cover the $130 or $135 of meth owed, which was the supposed reason that Hailey was kidnapped, and which led to her being killed. Not listed in this short video was Taryn Thomas, who posted on my Facebook and said, "We all know that her mom, stepdad, and Wells Hailey were on dope." Allison Frazier was recorded. There's a YouTube video on it saying that Kevin Rickman Brady, that's the Aryan Brotherhood gang member now doing life in prison, named Brady, and his friends, which she said kidnapped Hailey because her mom owed money for drugs. That's the same thing Sonia Renee Callahan said, or that's what News West 9 said she said. She said that they were planning on pimping her out in Odessa and getting their money back, and that's what they did. That's on a recorded telephone call. 2 people said that the mom, Billy Dunn, was a stripper at the time, and one of them said that she'd been taking 13-year-old Hailey to the strip clubs with her. I wonder, do you think any gang members might hang out at the strip club with the strippers, and their 13-year-old daughter? Conclusion, I'm 100% convinced that Hailey Dunn was killed in Odessa, and her murder has been covered up by law enforcement. I don't think it's an accident. No legitimate investigation has ever been done. And so the FBI read that on Sunday, and on Monday they advised to release Sean, drop the charges, after they got this video. And there was also that registered letter I sent. Anyway, I was going to let you know, here's what's being hidden from the public about the murder of this child. Buddy Webb, Midland, Texas.